you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. Thank you for being here. Tonight's channeling. Tonight will be it's open bar, so heard from Shiny. He's going to go through everyone to let you ask your questions, go one by one. And if anybody has any channeling requests, please make yourself. Oh, oops. Oh, sorry, Shan, I'm going to have to mute you. Sorry about that. For anybody, new people, try to have your mics muted, and then when you're called upon, or however you want to word that, you can unmute your mic. So trying to be careful with too much noise, especially when I'm trying to connect. So for Tran, there's a chat room on the left if you're on a computer. It's on the left, upper hand left. So okay. For any channeling requests, again, I know I already said it earlier, but for the audience.
It'd be great to get Palladian.
Okay.
Lyran.
Lyran.
Lion.
Lyran. Okay. Lyran. Okay. Lyran. Okay. Okay. And Ben, you said Palladian, I believe, also. Okay. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see how this goes. Blessings all. Should be interesting. It always is, it seems. I'm not sure who we're going to connect to. Okay. All right. See you on the other side, and have a good session. too. Greetings. Greetings. We are the Lyrans.
Hello, do you have any messages for us?
Yes. A moment. We're still connecting, still understanding this vessel.
Take all the name moments you need.
We are feline. Feline Collective. We work with the Galactic Federation of Light. We work with many federations, including your Gershik Nir, but we are not associated with them. We are an alliance, you say. So we do not have the records that they have. You can call me Harold.
Welcome, Harold.
You heard requests for Lyran and also Palladium, but they let us come through first. You realize that many on your planet have many connections to Lyrans, humanoid, and feline. We give you much joy. We're here to bring you much joy, I should say. To unlock the histories of your soul. So you realize that you're going into a future of utopia. But of course, there's many tests to reach that point. But necessary tests. Necessary tests, just like any other world that is of great hardship, such as this one. You all chose to come here for many different reasons, but you all have a goal in mind to reach. There are questions, please. Proceed.
Yes, Sarah, would you like to ask a question?
Oh, thank you. I assume, I guess I'm just going to ask if I have any connections to Lyrans or any messages from Lyrans. Thank you for meeting us, Harold.
Thank you. One moment. Yes, you have lifetimes as a Lyran, but not as many as you have Palladian. You realize you're part of a Palladian alliance. Of course, many are here, but you are on a mission. Of course, everyone's on a mission, but yours is becoming. It is coming to the forefront, so you be aware why you are here. The reason you are here is to unlock many mysteries of the Palladians. And the Zetas, yes, but they like to stay in mystery. The Palladians, though, have much information. And you can say they chose you, but you chose them also. You chose each other to become a vessel of information for them. So you can say this is your introduction, as some would say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Miguel, would you like to ask a question?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Harold. How are you?
Greetings. I am fine, thank you. We are fine.
Do I have any connections with you?
Yes, of course. I believe you know this already, though.
Yes.
Yes, realize I cannot, in public, speak of your many generations within the Lyrans. But I could say that your connection is deep, but so is with the Arcturians and the Zetas. But with the Lyrans, to answer your question, your connection is of high level. In a way, in a sense, this can be said out loud, where you help evolve worlds into a higher frequency to bring healing to planets where it was needed, but not necessarily being seen as you do so, just as we are doing right now. As for channeling like this, you assisted with channelings similar to this on worlds that are primitive, such as this. Of course, there aren't worlds like this. Well, yes, there are. Yes and no. Not exactly, of course. There's no world exactly. But you assisted with communications such as this, so there must be some kind of familiarity in some ways, meaning that what your role is to visit worlds and to connect with certain humans, or different species, I should say, and to make sure that the channeling connection was of a good nature. It was the right time to connect to a certain being, and you would bring information back and forth and preparing to connect to a certain individual species. So I know that was a lot there, but that is your lineage.
Nice. Did I have any past lives where you and I met? That was actually my question.
Oh, as for being Lyrans, yes, investigating. Yes. I will leave it at that.
Okay, thank you.
I went on and on like that.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, do I have any hybrid children?
Yes, but as for being public, I don't see it'd be wise to say who, but yes, you have several, but not all. Some are with Lyran, some are with other species. Some are with Zeta.
Okay, very good. And so
Yes.
the last thing, I don't know if it can be public, but if it can, maybe you'll tell me. I wanted to know a little bit about the beings that are with me. I know there's one reptilian that's an old friend of mine, and 3 Arcturians. I just wanted to know if they're in spirit, and kind of what do they look like.
One moment. In spirit, yes. I believe all of them are in spirit. Reptilian is... This reptilian, do you have no information on this reptilian, correct?
No, I just know he's with me. I don't know his name.
One moment. Because what we are... I say we are... What we see is a female reptilian, actually. It has more of a human facial features. It's like half human, half reptilian. And her name, she is not in spirit. She is in a higher dimension, but she is always with you, on and off when you need her. Her name is unpronounceable from what I'm gathering. She says call her Tasha. She likes that name. But she is a reptilian, but yes, she has long hair. So she is more human than she has, as I said before, both. As for... Yes, go ahead, please.
Is she green, white?
Yes, green, yes.
Green, okay.
Yes. One moment. As for the Arcturians, as for your reptilian, yes, the male reptilian that's around you, yes, he is in spirit. He sends you energy. He is one of your spirit guides, I believe.
Okay.
And yes, he kids around with you every once in a while, but you might not always be aware of it. He says he claims he takes credit for some of your jokes every once in
Nice.
a while.
What's his name? Can I get his name?
Shiao, do you have any other questions?
One moment. He says his name is Hector.
Okay.
That's not his name, but he likes to use that name just as there's a joke reference to that also, it seems.
Okay.
He's had many human lifetimes here where he was a prankster is what he's getting at. And as a reptilian, he was here as a prankster also. That is very reptilian of him.
Very nice. Thank you, Harold.
You're welcome.
Shiao, do you have any questions?
Yes, Harold or Harry, if I could call you that.
Yeah, that's
Harold. I was wondering, how close are you guys to Earth, ship, planet, whatever? Have you guys been here,
of
or are
course.
you near here?
At this time, we are close to Earth's orbit. We visit at times. At this time, we have to stay out of Earth's orbit at this time because there's much traffic coming in and out.
Traffic.
And to
Like
have
a lot of
this type
people?
of, yes, a lot of entities are coming in and out
Okay.
all the time. And we must be, to have this communication is where we don't get discommunicated, let's put it that way. So if you're wondering exactly where we were, we're around the moon at this time.
Oh, so you guys are pretty close.
Yes, we're not that far away.
Okay. That's cool. That's all I have for now.
Thank you.
Elisa, do you have any questions?
Greetings, Harold.
Greetings.
My name's Melissa. I guess I first would like to ask, do you have any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, there are many Palladians around you at this time. Your family unit. Realize your father is a Palladian.
Do you mean my biological father who passed away? I've
Yes.
never met him.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Interesting. Yes, we're all about alliances here, at least with us. The two of you were part of course, everyone's part of an alliance of some kind. The two of you are part of an alliance and chose this life, obviously. But, one moment. He said it was just around enough to bring you into the world, and that was his main purpose.
Okay.
He sent you love, but there was just no way to connect with you, it seems.
Right.
That's what he says.
Will we connect again?
Yes. Technically, you are now.
Right.
Or always have been, but he's in spirit, so it's a little bit difficult for him to connect with you. But yes, he's always around you. Are there children around you? Ever?
I'm sorry?
He says there's children. Is there children?
I have children, yes.
Yes, he's around you when they're... Yes. He's watching... Well, he's around all of you. Yes, he's around the children all the time.
Really?
Not all the time, but he's there on and off.
Right.
Sending love, protection. He says you're doing a good job. That's nice to know.
Thank you, Dad.
And he says your children will be fine. There'll be bumps in the road, but they will be fine.
Yeah. I'm a little worried right now. It's a little, it's 18 and 24, so.
No, yes, understandable.
But thank you.
He says there's many angels around them. They are sometimes hard to deal with, but they are managing. That's what they're saying. That's all I have for that.
I'm sorry, what did you mean by that? Can you repeat that?
How they're sometimes hard to manage. That's what Angel said. Hard to get their message through because they're not listening, but that's normal.
Oh, my who's not listening?
Children.
Yeah. I believe that my children were born with the same gifts that I chose not to shut down, but my daughter right now is closing the door on things. If that makes sense.
Yes.
And my son is kind of in and out, so I think I get what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, so keeping their message in general terms at this time.
Mhm. Thank you.
All they say is that they're well protected.
Thank you.
That is the message.
That's very helpful. Thank you.
John, do you have any questions?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I've been told that I have a blue avian and a Yael being around me, so that's two beings. I'd like to know if they're helping me in any way during my inner child work sessions that I hold for other people.
Yes, the blue avian helps you with your, I'm not sure if you can connect with this, with your telepathic abilities. This might not, you are speaking to others telepathically. You might not be fully aware of it, but you're doing it often, and they work with you to do so. As for the Yanyel are there for people skills, to help you connect with the right people, it seems. At least that's what they say.
Okay,
They're kind of
that
quiet.
was very surprising. I didn't know about the telepathic stuff.
Yes, that's what they wanted you to know. Yes, it's now you're aware of it. I imagine over time you'll get used to it. It takes time. And this third dimension is not used often, but it is there. It is active. You're just not aware of it, is what they want you to know. But you can utilize it for many things, and you're very strong in that area, is what they want you to know.
Okay. Thank you. My mind is kind of blown, so I'll take some time to digest this. Thanks.
Yes.
Does anybody else have any questions?
I do.
Yes.
Can you tell us what you look like, a little bit about you? Like how tall, what color?
But yes, first I wanted to say, the reason we use the word herald is so we can connect to the human race. That is not our names or my name, but if I give you an alien name, it would be just another alien name that nobody can pronounce. I can't even pronounce it. It's Vessel. I am. I have to connect to myself. One moment. I am an 8-foot tall Lyran, more of tiger-like features. I have long fingers, and I am part of an alliance of communication. I'm more of a, oh yes, lion features, meaning I have yellow and green features around my hair in the back. I have long hair in the back. I am very proud of that. And if you're wondering, I do have hair slicked back, something like a male model in some regards, as for a weird and standards. But we are all... Yes, go on. I think I answered your question.
Sorry, could I ask a question, please?
Please.
I recently got quite a few dreams about big earthquake, and I saw my airplane being crushed down. I think some kind of major change is going to happen in my life, maybe in such a negative way. Could you able to tap into, have a look for me, please?
I do not see a... Yes, airplane crash, I do not see that, but I see an awakening growing within you. So like out with the old and with the new. That is what I have with that. So it's just the old thoughts and feelings are slowly going away, and your new perspective is opening up more and more. And it's just an indication of it.
So will there be any big events to give me such a big shake?
That's true. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Okay, I see.
Yes,
Well,
no, you are correct. You are connecting to many things around this world. You are correct on that. As for, yes, that dream has different messages. One moment.
Sure.
Yes, you are connecting to Mother Earth. That's why you're seeing these things. Only reason you're seeing it is because it affects so many lives. That's why you're seeing this. Not to say that you want to connect to negative things. It's just that you're connecting to what disturbs, or that's not a right word, but where humanity is affected most. And that is with planes and earthquakes. And you are connecting to those things, and you're feeling the vibration throughout the world. Not to say that these things will happen right away, but you are feeling the world as it's in its movement.
Thank you.
Yes. So it's...
Okay. I saw that the earthquake and the airplane free fall is something to do with me personally. Maybe some kind of very negative event will happen to me that give me such a shake in my life. Maybe I misinterpreted my dream's meaning.
There have many meanings. So the meaning that you're representing does not mean it's wrong.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. So it has different meanings to it.
Could you tell me what other different meaning would be?
One of it is an awakening process that's happening within you. Also, you are feeling what is going on the planet, meaning that there are indications that not always, but you will receive information of earthquakes across the world, but not exactly knowing where it is. Such as when these things happen, you feel the effects of it. The human interaction of it is what you might feel. So there are days where you might feel ill. It's because you're feeling what others are going through.
Right.
That is giving you an indication of how connected you are to Mother Earth, to the fairies. Yes, you have many lifetimes within the fairies, the elementals.
Great. Okay. Thank you very much. That'll be my question. Thanks.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does the collective have any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, many actually. But most importantly, one moment. There are Arcturians that are connected to you very strongly. They send you their love, and they tell you that your awakening is upon you. You are already awakened, but they say awakening. I'm going to go with it, they say. So you are going through a transition that they are assisting with, where your third eye will open up even more, and you will see things more clearly within the fourth dimension. over time. It is they're assisting with your third eye opening up. That's what they say.
Can you clarify something for me? Earlier on, you said that you were collective, but then you said you had a human body. I'm kind of confused. Are you like, well, no, sorry, not human body. Are you actually in a body, or are you actually a collective?
I am a body, a part of a collective. Hopefully that makes sense. I am in fourth density, so are many of us here. We are all channeling, you can say we're all channeling through me at this time, into this vessel. Well, I am in a body form, just as if you are, but I am in a higher density. And we are communicating, connecting spiritually into this vessel at this time. Does that make any sense?
Thank you for that clarification.
Yes.
Does anyone else have any other questions?
Could I ask a question?
Yes.
I was just wondering what beings I have around me, and if they have any messages for me.
Yes, you have a mantis being around you. Two Palladians, it seems, brother and sister, but they are not close by at this time. They say far away, but they are monitoring you at this time. You have a mantis that used to be a brother in a past life. You have Arcturians that are nearby, they say. And a reptilian that is, he's interesting. He says he's a brother also from another lifetime. As for messages, let's connect. Yes, the message is from the Lyrans. Realize you want to speak to the Palladians. The Lyrans send you much love and gratitude for you to reincarnate in a world of this complexity. That it's from what they're saying, at a young age, you were awakened to alien beings, at least at one time. And this has lived with you for a while, but maybe not fully understanding it, but it's always been there with you. Ever since a young child, it has been with you. And now all this information is coming through more clearly with more details.
Yes, it is actually.
Yes, it is all. You say the pieces are all being placed in their right placement. That makes sense.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
May I ask another question?
Of course.
You say that the Arcturians help me see fourth, are gonna begin to help me to see fourth dimensional objects. May I ask, will that also include the fifth, sixth, and higher dimensional objects too?
Yes, I believe so. Obviously, they're going little by little, but yes, but they don't want to give you too much. I believe what they're saying in your late 30s is where everything will come together, is what they're saying. The perspective of all dimensions will become so clear. They even say you can even walk through dimensions spiritually and be well aware of what you're doing. I believe you can kind of do this at this time in some ways, but it'll become more clear. They say in your late 30s, the reason the late 30s is because the Earth itself will be at a higher frequency where all this will be in the right place at the right time. And also I wanted to add from your first question that the blue avians are around you, sending you love and assisting with this. And interesting, they say the philosophies you have of life, they are assisting with your galactic knowledge, is what they say. Does that make any sense to you?
No, but I'm sure I'll grow to understand it.
They're fascinated by your fascination with other things. So they are giving you information here and there. It's like what you call breadcrumbs to have you reach a certain type of information. Doesn't make any sense to you.
Yeah, but I don't want breadcrumbs. I want the whole meal.
Yes. You have to talk to them about that.
And may I ask then, is there any suggestions because I'm not even in my 20s yet, so that's almost like 20 years away.
Yes.
So like any suggestions on what I do from now till then?
One moment. The Arcturians say they can only do what they are allowed to do. One moment. This is between you and your spirit guide, is what they say. Does that make any sense?
Yes, and would me firing my spirit guides have any major impacts on this?
But not real. Well, yes and no. Do you want by one moment? They say, well, give me a second to connect to your guide. Your guide says, good luck on finding someone as good as him to manage you. And go ahead and give it a shot and see what the outcome turns into. But they're they see that you're impatient, but that's okay because you're very smart. But you can handle the information. It's just the world can't handle you having it. You understand? It's like you can handle everything. Everything that, remember you said that information is being held back here and there? You can handle it, but the world isn't ready for it. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes.
This is why information. So it's not necessarily a service to self. It's service. Well, there's humanity is realize when information starts flooding through to you, it's going to be coming through you crystal clear, and the world right now is just not ready for it. But for you, it is second nature. Is just like any type of information. What other people, their minds will be just. You understand. Also, your guide wants you to know that you have the ability to, just with words, to help others go into a higher vibration, into a higher density. Because at this point now, you are in fourth and fifth, and sometimes sixth. But when the time is right, you will be able to connect with so many. I'm getting my words. You'll be able to help others go into a higher vibration, just as I just said. And that's pretty powerful. That tells you how powerful you are.
Right, well, I won't, ask any more questions. I'll just ask, though, if anyone else has any other questions, speak up, please.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is Melissa. I feel like I'm in this big transition, and I am not sure what's going on. I just feel a bit lost in my life. There's just been so many changes, and do you have any insight on that? I can't do the work I used to do.
One moment. Yes, you're going through an adjustment phase at this time. You're connecting to higher vibrations, I believe, and it's hard to focus in the lower vibration. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes.
The daily life is becoming more and more difficult because it doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
You're connecting to your Palladian. Yes, you are very. Yes, this is where it gets difficult. You're connecting to your galactic self, and in the galactic community, it's free will, it's love, it's joy, and in this density, it is the opposite of that in many ways. And so, when you're connecting to this higher vibration, one moment. One thing to do is to breathe. I know it sounds funny, but
No.
to breathe more. Do you meditate at all?
Yeah.
You do?
I do. I haven't been doing it lately like I should, but
Relaxing techniques would be good for you. I know it sounds like a moment. Like a bath of whatever you have here as for a bath, if it's possible, where you can just with music that is a meditative type of music, so you can cleanse and
in
get
a hot
used.
spring maybe.
Yeah, something like that, if that's possible for you to connect with. That feels comfortable for you. Not necessarily having to go that route. Whatever it takes for you to relax more. Yes, you are connecting to 4th, 5th, and 6th densities all at once.
Oh.
And in all of this, and going to this density is very difficult. And your chakras, your heart chakra, many of your chakras are out of alignment right now, but that is not a bad thing. It's just that you're going through these changes right now. You can find, one moment. You can find meditations of chakra healing on your internet.
That's been on my mind a lot, my chakras.
Yes.
So
I believe you can find ways of healing this. Also, as this one is spoken about, metaphysical store, one that you feel comfortable with, where they have assistants there that can scan you. You can even bring up there having difficulties. You can choose your words wisely, but you need something to help you align.
Okay.
I would definitely recommend something around these lines, so they can, because they won't fully understand what you're talking. They will, but many of them aren't aware of the galactic connections. They are, but they aren't. Yes and no. Well, they're not ready for this. But yes, you're connecting to many things at once. Also, there's a unicorn collective that's connecting with you also. So you have many. Understand, you're opening up so much. Many species are crowding around you too. So that's
really
making things a little bit more. Yes, because your alignment, you're not always connecting with. Yes, there is a Palladian mostly, but that's a good. I mean, this is all good things.
Okay.
But you do have many species that are trying to connect to you, so you can connect to others. You are a channel, but not in the same. But what is it? You can scan this one's mind. The channeling Eric, you're very similar to that, where you can connect to someone from the other side or a species very easily. We see that. So you're just going through a transitional awakening.
Once I get through this, where do you see me going? Because I'm only happy when I'm helping other people.
Yes. You can follow this route or connect to a metaphysical store, and maybe you can find work there, or yes, find a community that you can help others, and you will find your way.
Because right now I'm very isolated, so it's very difficult.
Well, with the internet, this makes things a little bit easier.
Yes.
So yes, when you feel comfortable helping others, once you have yourself, it's going to take some time for you to get to an alignment where you feel you have everything working the right way. There's always work to be done,
Right.
but where you feel more comfortable and adjusted. That makes any sense. So
I understand because I know what I have to go through to get to where I want to go next. So,
there are also, not sure if you're ready for this, there are also malevolent beings that you can, not to say connect, but there are around, meaning that you can connect to many things. Let's put it this way: here are two sides of the story. Meaning yes, you're coming to, so you're going to be, once you get aligned correctly, you'll be seeing both sides, which is a good thing.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can understand the world a little bit better. Let's put it that way.
Yes, it's very difficult for me. It's been a huge, it's a daily struggle.
In your meditation, I cannot connect to how long. Do you meditate very long?
No, I'm going to be changing that though.
Yes. What we recommend is maybe leaving meditation music on while you sleep, or try to not. We recommend an hour, but you know how that goes. But also to astral travel, I believe you're very
Yes,
capable of that, and that might.
yes.
So we recommend, yeah, because astral travel is part of healing.
Okay.
So hopefully these tools will help you.
I mean, am I going to, how do I say this quickly? With my body issues, am I going to, my body issues are difficult and, ooh, am I going to be able to move forward helping people even though I have these issues?
One moment.
I have chronic pain.
Yes, your guide says you'll have mobilizing will have issues, but you'll still be able to connect to others.
Okay.
Be easy on yourself. This is your guide speaking to me. To just meditate more, take it easy, and don't be so hard on yourself, apparently. And to also, when you look out the window, if you see nature, connect with nature, connect
Yes.
with fairies. Ask for healing from them.
Okay.
Connect to the trees. Very simple. You don't have to try very hard, but to ask for healing and even direction from nature, because you'd be surprised what you'll get from them.
Yeah, but I'm surrounded by nature, so.
It's beautiful.
And also, the sky is beautiful where I am. Am I on a flight path?
I'm not sure if I have that term. You have another.
Are there, my daughter did see a craft.
Oh, yes. Here and there.
Okay.
Here and there. They'll let you know when they're coming by sometimes, it seems. At least for your daughter, it seems.
Okay.
But it is.
Yeah, my daughter, I mean,
Yes.
they've spoken to her, but I've never was conscious of them speaking to me.
In time, it is not very important at this time,
Okay.
but in time, we see that happy, but it's not, you'll be connecting in different ways.
Okay. Thank you so much, Harold.
Blessings to you.
Much love.
Much love.
Does anyone else have any other questions?
I have one question, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, a couple months ago, I had a dream where someone was doing something with my eye, and I asked them what they wanted to do with the eye, and the next thing I know, my eye's burning really bad, and I wake up, and my eye is bleeding, and there's cuts on it, and I had a black eye for 2 weeks. And I was told in a reading that it had something to do with the Eddie Eye race, but I don't know what the reason would be for that. I was hoping you had some insight.
when you mentioned that, it felt reptilian energies. You said, when was the time this happened?
It was late October.
Only thing I'm given is it's part of your awakening process.
Okay. Thank you.
As for its meaning, they're not saying, but it is unimportant at the moment.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, Harold, I have a small request.
Yes.
I wanted to see if I could get a lion infusion, if that's possible.
I think you already have. I believe you already have them already.
Okay. I thought it was part of my deal.
Yes. It is
May-
two. Yes.
Sorry.
Two.
May I ask a question?
Yes. Go ahead, please.
I just want to ask, I got a job offer, but I'm really reluctant to get that job offer. So just wondering, what if I give that a miss? Would there any new job offer coming up in my way in the next few months' time?
Not as soon as you'd like it to.
Okay.
It'd be 1 in a million, is what I'm gathering. One moment. What you're looking for is, it seems to be rare in that area. Not really, but from what I'm asked for positions being open, let's put it that way. It will be a couple months for. It will be a couple months for something else to come around, but it might not be what you're looking for either. But it's another opportunity.
Right. So the job offer which I've got now is something that I really want to get, but yeah, I guess I might just take it, I guess.
This other one might not be all that what you're looking for either. So it's up to you. This other one, if you take this one, I believe the other one will appear, and you can make your decision then if you want to go that route.
I see. Thank you.
It seems to be it's a company that has not gotten back to you yet.
Yeah. I just don't like the offer which I've got. Well, it's okay, but I'm really reluctant to accept the offer. Do I have any message from my guides? Thanks.
Yes, they say be patient. You will have what you want, but you might have, as I said earlier, you have to wait a little bit longer than you want to. Interesting. They're showing a little child for some reason. Not saying why. One moment. That's all they have. They pull it back.
Thank you. That'll be my questions. Thanks.
Much well.
I feel like you didn't finish the last question that was asked.
Oh, yes. About the Lyran infusions?
Yes.
Yes, there's two Lyran infusions. I don't believe you've heard this before. It was a male and female infusion, which goes well with the energies of male and female. Everyone has male and female energies. One moment. I believe you already have an alliance within the Lyrans, so you are getting slow and few. Yeah, this is not what you're used to hearing from your other collectives, but you're getting a small infusion here and there when you need it. When you need, yes, let's say you need your dose. This is to help with your human interaction on this planet. Sometimes it's useful. It's like, oh, I'm on Earth, get me out of here, and they give you an infusion to help balance you out over time. It's only like a small dose. I know it's not what you normally hear within these channelings, but this is a different perspective.
Very interesting.
Yes, it is. So, as for percentages, we don't go by percentages, but this is just to, because sometimes this goes for everyone on this world, that some of you become a little bit too alien, and you need to human a little bit more for your wording. Not everyone has this infusion type, but many do. Some do not need it. But some that are connected to the galactic DNA, where they're going, as some will say, going crazy, because they can feel the aliens and things of that sort. So they need a balance to keep you in school, the humanity, the Earth humanity school.
Makes perfect sense. So did I get both the male and female Lyran infusions?
Yes, it was just a small, just very small, just to, yes, just recently too. And this is just to keep you, earthbound. And it also is giving you more information of your galactic past little by little. So it's giving you, you're becoming more human, but you're also connecting to the aliens. As you connect to the aliens, we want to keep you human. You understand? Because if you connect to more alien information, it's like, why am I on this planet? I'm going to leave now. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. So, with that said, I must go. If there's nothing else.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming. We send you love.
Thank you all. Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you. Much love.
We are saying prayers for all of you. Good night. Greetings.
Oh,
Just had to take a break for a second.
Well, I just want to say sorry. I think I just interrupted someone before. Sorry.
No problem. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I keep having computer issues, and I don't know. Can you sense anything, Ivan? Something weird?
Yeah, it feels like something's there messing around.
Yeah. It's like I never have computer problems, and today, like, I cannot connect and cannot hear anything. It gets really choppy. The video. Anyways.
I don't think it's being malevolent, but it's just there's a lot of activity there. That's what it is.
I see.
There's actually a lot of angel activity there.
Oh yeah. With the angels, I've noticed that the video just gets really choppy.
So they're not trying to start anything. Their energy is just affects electronics.
I see.
Okay. Yeah, that was different. I wasn't sure if anything was going to come through. That was definitely different. Okay. All right. Round 2. We are the Nordics. Greetings. We are the Tall Blonde Collective. Palladians. We're not the ones that come through this unit usually. There are many of us here. Sending you all love, sending you positive energies to connect to the information that you are wishing to connect to. Oh yes, name. We try to use human names. It seems to be Raoul. We have to have some fun with you. Yes, so if you have any questions, please, we are here to answer your questions.
Okay,
It
does
says-
Ben have any questions?
I guess, well, just pass me for now. I'll think of something. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that's fine. Is there anybody that has a question?
I have a question, if it's okay.
Yes.
This is Melissa. Hello, Raul. Greetings.
Greetings.
I would like to ask, what do you think my strongest sense is? Because I've had so many different experiences that I can't actually figure out which is my strongest.
Your sixth sense, your psychic ability is your strongest sense. That's what you're looking
Yes, but specifically within that, is there
Oh, to
more?
read auras, I believe. To read auras, to connect to one's guides. I believe the other people's guides are connecting with you, you're just not aware of it. Sometimes you will feel information come through.
Yes.
Does that sound correct? Those that pass over, not on the other side, you call ghosts. Those in the ghost dimension connect with you on and off.
Yeah. I mean, I think I crossed somebody over that was in my home.
Oh yes, yes. They're grateful to you for doing that. They were afraid. They did not know where to go because sometimes some get stuck and they see
Yes.
many lights and they're not sure which one to go into.
Yeah, I felt really bad, and I got to watch it all happen, so it was pretty interesting.
Yes. So yes, you have many. Yes, you say you have one sense. You have
No,
so many, but
yeah,
yeah, higher sense. Yes, I understand.
yeah, it's like so many things that I don't know which is my strength.
All of them are your strengths.
I thought you could only have like maybe one.
No. You have. See, that's the belief systems. No, you can strengthen all of them
Really.
to the highest capacity. Never think. See, because you're putting the intention of I can only have one talent, such as singing or writing, where you see many who have several talents. So you have several talents, and you can master all of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes. So what
'Cause
you're
I
saying?
knew.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry.
So yes, you are as you have a flower. Yes, you are blossoming out into your full potential.
Okay. I was confused about that.
Oh yes. Well, because you have so many abilities, they
And
are oh, I can only connect to one, but all these other ones are saying, what about me? So you're,
Yeah, and I mean, I had somebody speak to me outside my right ear.
yes.
Do you know who that was?
You're right here. I believe it was a spirit guide.
Really? Okay, it was male,
Yes. You
and
have, yes, you have several males around you. You also have, your main guide is a female guide, but I believe she's on your left.
she's on my, okay.
Is
Yeah,
she, yes, she is, she's quiet now, but she's being patient with you. She's guiding all of this, obviously. Your right, the male on your right is your communication guide, where you can connect to others more clearly.
I've only heard him once though, and it was like a warning.
Hmm. Yes.
I think he was protecting me from something.
Yes.
Okay.
And as for names, I believe this is something you can work on. I'll leave you.
Is her name like something Beth or Bailey?
Was whatever you feel is right.
Bethany or Bailey?
It's up to you. They're not
Oh.
saying anything to me. Don't give me the power. You have this.
Oh no. Okay, I have to figure that
Yes,
one out.
remember, you have the power. You're not. You will understand this more as you go, as you fully understand this. But you can have a conversation with them easily.
I feel like I need a teacher.
Well, not necessarily. Well, yes, no, but you would. You have teachers right next to you. Your guides are your teachers. You can look to your left and ask, "Do you have a message for me?" And just be in a
Yeah.
quiet place and be quiet, and you'd be surprised what you'll hear.
You're right. Thank you for that.
Yes, blessings to you.
Thank you. Much love.
That's love.
Oh, I was gonna ask if there's any family from past lives that have messages for me.
Past lives. Do you have an uncle that crossed over?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of right now.
Well, I'll tell you this. You have. This is an uncle of yours. Maybe not in this life, but another lifetime.
Ah,
As soon as you said that, he came through. 1 second. You're looking for messages from other lifetimes?
yeah.
George the Third, he's mentioning in your history, and you have connection with this person, king.
Huh. Interesting. Did not know that.
Yeah, he's been very vague. He's just saying to connect to. It's in your history books, I believe.
Okay.
And to connect with that, and you'll be able to connect the dots. He's being very vague on his message.
Well, I'll be sure to check that out. Thank you.
Welcome.
Anyone else have any other questions?
May I ask a question, please?
Yes. Yes, please.
Thank you. I think my guides always mention to me that I need to do cleansing in myself. Can you be a little bit more specific as to which area should I really focus on to do the more cleansing? Like, is it something to do with relationship or work or emotional trauma or something like that? Can they be a little bit specific?
Well, first thing they said is a salt bath cleansing. I know that's not what you're looking for, but they said a salt bath cleansing would be good. 1 moment. But yes, you cleanse each chakra. Your heart chakra seems to be an area that is worth clearing out, it seems. You have many past lives that are trapped there, it seems.
Right, so it's a past life trauma.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the best way to cleanse? Does meditation will be enough, or there's any other strategies or tactics that would suggest me to try?
Past life. Sorry. Past, yes. One moment. Within your meditation, to cleanse this, your heart chakra, and to ask for these past lives to be released. But it is not a requirement, but it's nice to see this past life, like resurrect from your heart chakra, to see it and to go through its turmoil so you can release it like a butterfly.
Okay.
Does that make
And
sense?
yes, thank you. On the New Year's Eve, I've got a dream. One of my guides came to me, said there's some kind of like an upcoming big battle for me to fight with a demon or evil, so I have to be fully prepare myself for it. Is that the correct message I've received? Thank you.
It's probably job related. I believe it's in your current job, if that sounds right.
Okay. It sounds
Yeah,
like a very big fight.
there are certain individuals there that are, from what I'm gathering, seem to be on their own agenda. So they have. It is a possibility that will happen. Doesn't mean it will.
Oh, okay. So I feel like I will be attacked by a very dark being in the next 2 months. They be very specific, so that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
It still feels like it's coming from your job situation.
Right. Okay. Um, do you have any message for me from my guides? One of my guides, a Syrian guide, I think her name is called the Ara. Does she got any messages for me, please?
Yes. Our message to you and to others, mostly for you, is to not forget your heart. There are times when you go here in your mind, but you forget about here. Realize your heart is what connects you all. And when you, this is why your world is so disconnected. Because so many are in the mind, live in fear, and forget the heart. Ignore it. Even with children, many do this, which is hurtful for your species. Our message is for all of you to look within yourselves and not be afraid to do so. So many wish to drink and do alcohol and do these things to themselves and wreck the body, but yet the body is a present to you. And so many abuse it because they are contracted to come into this world and then they want to throw it out. They want to just, I want out of this world as soon as I get here. So our message for humanity is to look within and don't be afraid of yourself. So many are doing that. Don't be afraid to love yourself, as so many are doing that. They have hate instead of love. They wish for your collective, to humanity, to heal, to forget your differences and stop attacking each other. Haven't you had that long enough? And those in their job situations, there's always fights for no reason. It's because nobody knows who they are. So many are lost. It is in some ways a tragedy, but in some ways it is quite educational. But how long must this go? For the world to be so hateful of itself, of humanity, being so hateful. So, our message is for humanity, mostly here. We are the Sirians. Is to embrace each other and forget your differences, embrace your differences. Because so many, even those with what you call riches, bring in negativity to run their lives. Why do they do that? Or so many are poor and have nothing but love to offer, but yet can't feed themselves. But yet those of wealth do nothing but, not all, but many, do things to ruin themselves because they're not happy spiritually. So our message for humanity is to look within and love yourselves and those around you, please. There's enough hate here as it is. It does not need to be here forever. But as for message for you, dear, you are on the right track. There are things that you wish to realize. You're not happy where you are. But you're there for many reasons. For your coworkers, they need you there. But yes, your time there is, you need to move on. We see this. But patience, time will tell. It will all come into the fold when you are ready. This job you're looking for is not ready for you, but you are not ready for it because you have many lessons to learn. So, what is the words here? Our message to you is to be patient, to enjoy where you are, make the best of it, and to let these new energies come in as they are needed, because they are slowly coming in. It's just your lesson. You're there where you were at for many reasons, because the information you are gathering is very vital for you and others. That is all we have.
Thank you. That'll be the end of my questions. Thanks.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Yes, I have one. Hello? Raoul?
I think it froze.
One moment. We are re-entering. Notice that was not us a second ago. Just in case you didn't notice. Yes, go ahead, please.
I had a question.
Yes.
I've been told that there are possibly some snail beings who may connect with me in the future. I've recently been very interested in connecting within just for my own growth. Is that related in some way in future to the connection that I will have with these snail beings around me in my vicinity?
Well, they aren't connecting to you now. You are connecting with them, you're just unaware of it. These snail beings, yes, you've had a past life with them. Yes, you look at snails and they're much bigger than you realize. They have their own planets. They have their own way of life. Yes, you are on the right track to connect to them, but you are not ready for them, it seems. But that's okay.
Yeah, I heard that they're going to open a portal or something.
Yes, they're connected to Mother Earth, as of all beings here. They're connected to Agartha, and they're opening up portals, yes, but they're opening up portals for you to connect to Agartha. So you can connect to the elves and the fairies. But not just, there are other reasons for that, but that is what they're giving us right now.
How can I help to become more ready to connect with them?
Is to, I know this sounds, to have, is there a lot of quiet around you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. To have quiet, to be in a quiet place. Maybe 15 minutes a day. To have a quiet place to meditate, not necessarily laying down, but to give you a second to connect with spirit, to your guides.
Okay.
I'm not sure how your connection is with your guides. Do you connect with your guides at all?
Not that I know of.
One moment. Yes, there's a male being and a female being. Yes, they've been trying to connect with you for a while now. One moment. The female is your main guide. Ariel is the name she's using. She looks like an angel, is what she's saying. So she wishes for you to connect with her, but you must. It is up to you, of course. But in a meditative state, in a place that is quiet, you can always ask, Ariel, do you have a message for me? You can always try that.
Okay, thank you.
Do what feels right for you.
What about, so there's a connection to snail beings. Do I have past lives or connections to tree beings?
Yes. Oh, yes. Interesting. Yes, you have past lives as a tree. Not necessarily on this planet. On other worlds that aren't as brutal. But you are connected to this family of trees that are on this planet. So technically you have a lifetime as a tree on this world, but mostly in spirit. And mostly the tree being lifetimes have been on Palladian worlds and Arcturian worlds. One more thing I forgot to mention earlier. When you connect to your guides, don't forget to clear your space. Surround yourself with white light. And I would do that again to have a larger bubble of light around you. That way, when you're connecting to your guides, you do not have other beings chiming in.
Okay. These lives as trees,
Yes.
were these trees mobile?
Well, they are in a higher dimension, yes. Physically, they don't look like they're not mobile, but in a higher dimension, they are. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, the trees on this world travel all through this planet and even universe. Yes, they look like a tree just sitting in one place, but they're doing many things.
Interesting. Thank you.
Does anyone have any other questions?
Hi, Raul. I have a question.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about my soul family. What do they look like? I understand, they're Pleiadian.
Interesting. Yes, Palladian, yes. But you also have Arcturian. A large Arcturian family. But as for your Palladian, one moment. Yes. Mostly blue Palladian. Some do look like Nordics, some don't. Some have blue skin, some do not. Yes, some of these Palladian worlds that you're connected to, because your family is vast, obviously. Many do not. They do not walk. They hover. Is that a right word for it? Levitate. So there are worlds of Palladians where they don't have, their feet do not touch the ground when they're moving, and they're mobile. So this is part of your soul family. Others are Nordic looking, but they're part of the blue Palladians. They are a playful bunch. They do not do a whole lot. They mostly leisure around and share love, music, art. They do not intervene with the universe at all. Well, they do, but only in a casual way. They do not. They have ships, but it's mostly for traveling, as you would see some that would, like you have in your world where you're just traveling and have a tour guide. They do things like that. They do not intervene with other world situations. So they're just there to enjoy the moment. Nothing wrong with that.
That sounds really good.
Yes.
Sign me in for that.
Yes.
So do I know you from any past lives? Do we have a connection?
I believe our collective, yes. In some shape or form, yes. I do not have different, yes. And different past lives, yes. But not a very close relationship.
Okay, and my last question is, I keep getting messages from my angels that my finances will improve. Do you see this happening soon, very soon, or?
It takes time, but they have a different way of soon. Not as soon as you'd like it, but yes, it will take time. But we do see other fortunes coming in, yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Raul. Much love.
Much love.
Does anyone have any other questions?
Could I ask one more question, please?
Yes.
On the 24th of December, which is like Christmas Eve, around morning time, like 5:30 a.m., I've been attacked by a negative being. That being came around quite often, like once every 2 or 3 months. Seems like there's a routine down there. And he just attacked me and then he just leave. I'm not quite sure whether it's he or she. I want to know who that being is and why he's attacking me. I sense it's a male.
Yes, it's a reptilian.
Right.
Yeah, it's a malevolent reptilian. I believe reptilians at your draconian negative reptilian. And he's ticked off that you are awakened spiritually. And he's trying to mess around with you to stop dabbling with all that. It's kind of scary out of it. That's what he's trying to do.
Okay. Is there any way I can fight back?
Of course. Well, you are already.
Yeah, I am, but yeah.
A bubble of light around you sent him love because he needs to realize he can't do. You guys, yes, spiritually, you tell him like you're messing with the wrong person, meaning that you just send him love, surround yourself with light, and he will realize like I'm wasting my time here. Because right now you're kind of vulnerable in some areas. You're still realizing your power. So if you figures if you can mess around, you can scare you out of where your direction is. But that has not happened. So at least you had to give it a try. That's what he's doing.
Okay, so is that negative being, say, reptilian? Do I know this person in my life? Maybe he
No,
could be my friend, someone around me, so I have to be cautious with.
no, he's in a higher density. He's a fourth density.
Right.
He works
Okay.
with. Yes, he's. I'm already connecting to his energy. He's connected to the government. Governments. I don't believe he's connected to the government projects that are secretive, and he's not like a top reptilian, but he's trying to keep the secret going. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I just try to find a way so I can fight back.
He's a bull. Yeah, he's kind of a bully, and just try put positive intentions out. Surround yourself with white light. I believe he'll be fine. He won't. If he comes back, just tell him you're messing with him. Just
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with listening to him.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think he'll say anything because when he do that, it's like you're already lost because he's just trying to frighten you. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm finished.
Sarah, you had a question.
Yes, thank you, Raul. My name's Sarah. I would like to know if you had any messages for me or if I have any connections with you or the collective.
Yes, I believe you have a connection with the Blue Palladians. I believe that came in earlier. Did it? Yes, this is a collective that I'm not even. It's like a secretive group. There's nothing wrong with that. They try to keep to themselves because they're part of healings of different worlds, and you're part of that sector.
No Nordic?
As a Nordic, yes. One moment. Realize many of your past lives are under lock and key. For a good reason. Not because this is a public information here. Yes, many lifetimes as a Nordic, many as a female teacher Nordic. I believe you taught many male Nordics that are connected to this world actually. You can say before they went into combat. Meaning, before they entered this world. You gave them their instructions on ships. You don't see many female Nordics here because there's many reptilians that try to capture them. They use them they target the females. And they're not messing with the males as much as they mess with the females because they have their reasons for it. This is why I see more male Nordics here than female. But because the females are very powerful. But they try to take their power, let's put it that way. But yes, because you had many leadership positions as a Nordic. And you had the connection with the Lyrans during these positions of that position. That is with the Nordics, but with the Blue Palladians, that's a totally different situation there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Yes.
As a child, I have a memory of being told that I had this responsibility, and I remember it feeling to be a very large responsibility, and I do not know what the responsibility was. I knew I was afraid of it, and I was like, no, I don't want to have that, but what is that responsibility?
to keep a clear mind, to keep your spirits up when you feel like giving up completely, to keep a positive attitude, but to realize your position here is to share the light and to wake up many to this information. Not necessarily galactic information, but to spiritual information.
Yes, I feel that.
For most, and that's all they can handle. When you go into the galactic information, that's where it's like, I can't take that. But with the spiritual information, that is so important. It's like a wave of white energy you're pushing out to so many souls. You're giving them their intake, what they can handle. And many of them will be connecting to galactic information, but they'll at least know it's there. That doesn't mean they will most likely not connect to it. They will slightly, but mostly it's just take your information to share it. Share the light.
And that's what I try to do. And hopefully I'll do more of that in the future.
Oh yes, you will. The confidence level needs to be there. You are coming a long way just where you are right now. So this is a big step right here.
Yeah. I also would like to ask you, I knew a lot of things in my life that would happen, and one of them was later in my life, which is now, to get ready to write a book. Yeah. Does that resonate with you?
Oh yes, yes. Your guides are working with you on this. Yes.
So I should be writing.
Yes.
Do you think it?
Yes. Follow what feels right for you. Yes.
Okay. And do you think that it will help people?
Oh, of course. Because your message is of light. Yes. You will.
Okay,
yes. You will. You could say, activate many on this planet.
Okay. I do feel like that is my job that I need to fulfill.
Oh, not just realize books, yes, some what you call a blog on this world, that might be a good idea also.
I was wondering if I was supposed to be speaking in front of people.
That's only if you feel okay with that.
Physically, you mean? Or?
Yes, physically, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for that information.
Go at your own pace, but if you feel it's something you are ready to do, then go for it. But
well, I'm working towards it.
You're doing fine. You're
okay.
Doing very well.
Thank you for the encouragement.
Send you love. Right.
Thank you. Me too.
I have a question. For oh, okay. Hey Raul, what's up?
Yes.
So a while back, I worked for this guy, and his name was Isaiah, and he was like, he was a cool guy, very spiritual guy, and we used to grow marijuana, and he used to do this thing where when the sun would set, I'd sit in the greenhouse and he'd have his guitar and he would play a song, and inside the greenhouse it was like a supernatural kind of feel to it, because the plants were moving and the plants were kind of like, you can feel with the plants what they were doing, and like Isaiah would play the song and I was like amazed, and Isaiah would do a lot of stuff with river rocks and I saw the auras around the river rocks, and just he would play to the plants and he would love these plants and the plants would respond to him, and I was just curious about like what that was all about and everything.
You can say in his, I believe he was smoking also, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. I just wanted to make sure. Yes. In that state of mind, he's connecting with nature, and they are connecting right back with him. Just as anybody. This is why your government wants you not to connect to this plant. It is not because of, yes, it might not be perfect, in the human experience, especially with too much consumption. But do you realize when you smoke these, whatever, this substance, you're connecting with nature? I mean, and this is why you can speak to it. They do not want you to speak to nature at all. Look at them, American Indians, and realize what happened to them when they were connecting to nature. But yes, that is part of him. He had a lifetime as a plant, I believe.
That makes sense. That
Yes.
makes a lot of sense.
Oh yes. So I mean, of course, you can always connect to nature, but the way he can connect, yes, he was a plant at one time. So
Okay, thank you.
yes.
Because Isaiah was a very interesting man. He
Oh,
loved everything with nature, and he could. And don't get me wrong, the weed he grew was by far amazing. And I think that's because he connected with the plant, and he was friends with the plant, and I learned a lot of good stuff from that guy.
Yes, it is his family. He's had lifetimes with the elementals and Agartha. Yes, beautiful. And the mermaids also.
The mermaids?
Yes. As a merman, I believe.
Oh.
Yes. That's his connection.
That's cool.
Yes.
And I have one more question.
Yes.
So my boss is this guy named Phil, and I don't necessarily think he's human, but if he is human, he's a very enlightened person, and I have not seen a single negative thing come out of him, and I think he's a very supernatural person. He is an amazing person, and he seems like just unhuman-like, because humans are very concerned about their agendas and themselves, but Phil he's a very relaxed guy, and he loves everything, and oh yeah, he also owns a sensor deprivation place, the float tanks he calls it, and all he wants to do is make the world a better place. So I was curious about Phil, like what Phil is.
Yes, he is. You probably never heard this before. A Class A Arcturian, meaning he just wants to share love and light. And he's not. I don't think he's fully aware of his connections, but that does not matter. His whole agenda is to share light within society, yes, and to make it a better place. To just share it. Yes, his Arcturian connections are razor thin, meaning that his human life, yes, it's a vessel, but he's more Arcturian than he is human. But he's human enough to be on this planet, but he's been given, you can say, instructions to be as he is, to not, yes, in astral, he's connecting to so many at once to, yes, share the love, to bring many individuals to what he is creating. So he's doing many things at once. He's not aware of that. In astral, he has many musical connections, it seems. Music is one way of raising one's vibration. And it seems like in astral, he's learning how to raise one's vibration in this dimension. So in astral, he's learning many things. He's downloading everything he's learning in astral, just as anyone does here. But his mission is to learning how to raise vibration here on this planet. So that's what he's doing.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much. I was
Yes.
very curious about those things.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hello, I just want to not really ask a question, but make a statement.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that I love you, and that I feel like it's you. I'm not sure if it's you or not, but my heart is just, opening up a lot at the moment. So I just want to share my love with you and say that I love you.
I love you too. love all of you.
Anyone else have any questions?
I do actually. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, you go ahead, please. You go ahead.
Okay, one question, Raul. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a wine cooler here that seems to have a life on its own that beeps out of the blue all the time. And I don't know if it's just a malfunction or if somebody's trying to give me a message.
It feels like a malfunction. There are energies that go through it a lot, but I feel it's a malfunction.
Do you have any other message for me?
Not at this time.
Thank you.
Can I ask one more quick question?
Yes.
I have a birthmark on my face, my forehead,
Yes.
and I'm wondering, is that from a past life? What is the significance of this?
Yes. Yes. I believe a birthmark on your. You said it. Say that again. It was.
It's on my forehead. It's on my forehead. It's not. It's kind of close to the area of my third eye, but over a little bit.
One moment.
It's circular.
Yes, I believe in a past life. I believe in the 1800s you were shot in the head.
Yes, that's what I thought. I was shot. Okay.
Unfortunately, I hate to bring no information like that.
No, it looks like a bullet shot
Yes.
me, and I just thought that's where I was shot.
Yes.
And is it okay if I choose to cosmetically cover it up, or should I leave it?
No, whatever you wish.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's a reminder.
I kind of figured out what it was, but
Yes, you are correct.
it looks like a bullet hole.
Yes. These energies sometimes, when we pick up these energies, it's like we don't want to go in those situations, but yes, that's what it was.
Okay. Could I just ask you one more?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
Oh yes.
Okay. I was told around the age of 20 or 21 that I was a male trapper in a past life, and that I was attacked by a grizzly bear, and that I survived.
Yes.
Can you connect with that?
Yes, but I believe you had an arm and a leg that was removed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because he asked me if I had upper back pain, left arm, that kind of a thing, and I didn't at the time, but now if it's a major issue, so are my legs. So am I working still through this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be with me for the rest of my life.
Well, you do. One moment. Like what I mentioned before, through meditation, when you ask for this life to come about and you can release it, you'd be surprised. It actually help heal your body.
Okay. I did just watch the Hugh Glass story that just came out, The Reverend, and watched the grizzly bear attack and learned about the trappers. And that actually, and what they did, because I had no knowledge of it, that actually helped.
Yes. And the more you dive into that lifetime, the better.
Okay, because I can tell it's a big one.
Yes, because when you, even in this now moment in your daylight, you ask for information before you go to sleep, you ask to release this from your being, and you'd be surprised. Yes,
Okay.
this is, yes, it is surrounding you right now, because it is something you do not need anymore.
Yes, I would like to Let it go.
Yes, I believe many of your body functions will be moving body parts. Should be feeling a lot better once you
Process
explore
it.
this more. Yes.
Okay. And I'm sorry, could I ask one more
Yes,
question
please.
about past life? When I was a child, and I don't know where this came from, but every night I would dream of needles coming at my eyes, and I'd wake up before they would hit my eyes.
But did you ever see who was doing this?
No, I just saw the needles coming at me.
This explains why he was here. Interesting. One moment. Yes, I believe this is why the Zetas are here. You've had past lives with the Zetas.
I was wondering if it was a
And
connection with them.
yes, you were captured several times in different lifetimes. Use an experiment.
Okay, so because it was terrifying.
Yes, there were. This is quite common. This is during their realize you're dealing with beings that did not have emotional connections. So
Hmm.
they did not realize that they realized they were causing harm, but they did not feel the pain because they did not feel those things.
Was that in this lifetime?
I do not believe so. You've had several lifetimes when you had situations with the Greys.
Being experimented on,
Yes.
or
When they would invade planets and capture individuals,
hmm
and they captured you a couple of times apparently. These are different lifetimes. Not in this lifetime. It is so real still for you. And this is something else you can release.
that's what I wanted to know.
Yes. The Zetas have obviously a very dark past, but so do many other species,
Okay.
such as the Nordics. But these are several lifetimes within the Zetas.
Wow.
And they are
That's really.
here right now. They can come through if that is okay.
Hmm.
Blessings.
Thank you.
We're here only for a moment. We are Zetas. You could call us Z. Yes, your interaction with our people was negative, but understand that you had soul contracts for that to help Zetas understand ourselves. We were not someone, even on your world today, many wish to be, you call victims, but to teach others what they are doing is wrong and to help others grow and mature. This was your soul path, was to be, of course it was worse than it was supposed to be, but you wish to be connected to the Zetas in that way to help them, help us mature. Because we had many, many battles, especially with reptilians, where our DNA was ruptured and where many of us, just like you feel on your planet, are going mad. Many Zetas were going through this. They did not feel emotion, but they were going through a fury within their minds where they felt like they had to diagnose and understand everything. And there are times when they went too far. Hopefully that helps clarifying that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do I have any hybrid children?
Yes. I believe 10.
Wow.
Within Zeta.
Yes.
Yes. Do not worry, they're not part of the riffraff.
That's good.
Yes. They have learned, they are being taught, and they are learning from the Zeta's past mistakes. And many of your children are connected to the Essassani also.
What was that called?
The Essassani. This is Bashar's group. I believe that's what they call it now.
Okay, I'll have to look that up.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming through.
Blessings to you, child.
Blessings and much love.
Much love.
I have a question.
Yes.
What have I ever lived a past life as a Gray?
Several lifetimes. Some you'd much rather forget.
Oh.
Some were of a malevolent past, but not all.
Interesting.
Yes.
Thank you.
I just wanted to take this opportunity to say hello to my Zeta brothers. Love you guys.
We're not here for long. Is there any message, any questions for us?
Hello,
Yes,
Z. Oh, go ahead, Xiao. I'll wait.
Sorry. I just want to know about light workers. Like, I met quite a few light workers in Australia.
Yes.
Some of them are quite nice, but sometimes I see a lot of time light workers do fighting with each other, and they can do a very damaging things and nasty things towards each other, even though they have very benevolent contacts. This is really amazes me. So I'm wondering, I think I have quite a few questions, but I just want to make it sure. Does benevolent ET contact can guarantee an ascension or not?
No, they cannot. Realize those that are starting arguments are being easily manipulated by reptilians and some Sirians that are not very friendly. Mostly reptilians because of reptilian DNA. These that start the arguments have much reptilian within them, and these reptilians are activating, stirring things up, you could say.
I see. Yeah, I saw quite a few times the light workers attack each other in such a nasty way.
Well, yes.
So that's really, really surprised me.
Well, understand this, that just like you have a police officer that has a badge, it doesn't always mean that they are malevolent beings.
Does karma is a real thing, or karma is more like illusion?
No, karma is very real. No. Many come into this life have to repair some of what they did negatively in another lifetime. Yes, either many go through, they choose illnesses instead of having to go through poverty, things of that sort. So that's why you have some here that have a lot of illnesses because they want to make up for some of the situations they caused others. Does that make any sense?
Okay. There's a lady which I actually made a big donation to her a few months ago. She claimed that she has very benevolent contact experience, but after I made such a big donation, seems like she just held the money back, didn't actually do anything with it. I'd rather not to give this her name just
Yes,
publicly.
that's understandable.
Could you able to channel into and see whether she's truly genuine light worker or she's just, not really who she claims to be?
She's confused. She is trying to be a good person, but she has many demons, or she has trouble making the right decisions. Her intentions are good, but she sometimes gets foiled into doing negative things. As for your funds, I believe they're going into the right place. It's just taking a while for it to happen. She has issues with making decisions.
Okay. Right, because I don't want my money being, put at the wrong place, because she just hold the money back without really benefiting any other person, so which is a bit sad.
It feels like this is someone you can communicate with to make sure that your money goes in the right place, it seems. Just
Okay,
continue your communication with this person.
understood. I'm finished. Thanks.
Thank you. Yes. Is there a question?
Yes. Hi, Z.
Anybody have any other questions?
I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask real quick if I have a connection with you from a
Many.
past life.
Yes, many that I don't think you'd be too proud of to mention, but there are positive ones also. Yes, many. You're a part of our Zeta growing up, so you have lifetimes where we were trying to figure ourselves out. But as you're a part of our University of Learning, you helped us figure out our direction. You're a part of it. Many of your jobs as a Zeta was to watch over many suns, to protect suns because there are many beings that wish to destroy them. I know it sounds like science fiction, but it is true. So,
Why do beings want to destroy suns? Is there a purpose for that?
of course, destroys the planets that it is protecting, but also destroys portals along with it. There's always battles within suns. Not yours used to have galactic battles, not as much as it used to. It does here and there have skirmishes, well protected. But at one time, there's many beings that try to take over the sun. You can say when you take over a sun, you take over the solar system. So there's much that is part of the story.
I see.
So it's
Do I
very
have-
bundle. Yes, go ahead.
That was very interesting. Do I have any past lives with Ivan?
Yes, many. As a Zeta and as a Palladian, actually.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
Yes,
Thank you.
Zeta lifetimes are very positive, actually. They were not. Yes. Very nice.
Thank you, Z. Much love.
Much love.
Hey, I have a question, Z.
Yes.
So, this is about my dad. So, he died a while ago, but he always had this story. He was a believer, with the extraterrestrials, the travelers of our galaxy. He was a believer.
Yes.
And he always claimed that he was abducted one time, but everybody just says he got too drunk one night. But he claims he was abducted one night, and I was curious to if he had a bit to drink or if he was abducted.
No, he was abducted. And he enjoyed every minute of it.
Sounds like him.
It was not a negative experience. It was like old buddies picking him up, you could say.
That sounds exactly like how he puts it, 'cause he's always like, "Oh yeah, those aliens up there, they're good guys, they're good guys." And everybody was like, "John, you're crazy," or "John, you drink too much." But I always was like, "Nah, you're a cool guy, Dad."
Yes.
And yeah, he was a real loving guy, and he always was like enthusiastic about everything. So that sounds pretty accurate.
Yes, he was. Yes, he had trouble getting on this planet to interact with others. He did the best he could, but with his alien friends was easier.
Sounds like him. Do you know how he's doing now?
Oh, he's doing just fine. I believe he's living a Zeta lifetime as we speak. And that is one, yes. And there's an aspect of him that's on the other side also, watching over you at this time.
That's good. So that's all I have right now. I just wanted to ask about Dad because he was all into aliens and everything. He was real into that, so thought I should ask because I heard that your species is quite popular to the abductions.
Yes.
So, okay, thank you for asking the question or answering my questions.
Yes. Thank you.
You're a good guy, or alien or gray or.
Yes, that's fine. You're a good human.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Z.
Yes.
Hi, I heard that I was visited by Zetas as a child. I'd like to understand what is my relationship with the Zetas?
Understand this, at this time you have many Zeta children that are around you.
Oh.
You've had lifetimes as a, what is it called? A tall Zeta. Some to 8 to 10 feet tall Zetas. You were a mother figure, as you would say, watching out for siblings. Much of a teacher. I believe you had most of your lifetimes on planet. You were not one that traveled very much because you were mostly teaching. There were times when you left planet, but you're mostly on a Zeta world. I believe it was Zeta 2. As a teacher for the young ones at university, as you would call it.
Okay, so you said I have Zeta children around me?
Yes, because these are the ones that you taught.
Oh.
They're still learning from you.
Oh.
Even if you are not. Remember, there's another you, aspect of you, as is Zeta at this time. Still a teacher. I know it sounds strange in this dimension, but yes. But there are several around you at this time. On and off, they show up here and there. They're not constantly there. They're there learning from you as you interact with others on this world.
Oh, so that's why they were observing me as a child.
Oh, yes. As a child, even now they're around you. But as a child, yes, they're just seeing how it works here. How does this planet operate? I do not see them trying to abduct you. Do you see that? I did not see that.
No, that's probably just too much X-Files.
Yes, well, yes, because there are. Yes, it's not nothing like that.
Okay, thank you.
Because realize this, you don't always remember everything from that time. Some information was off. Probably because of fear, because of what you're looking at, because they were strange, yes.
Yeah, I don't remember any of it.
It's just as well.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
What was that last one you said?
That is just as well. They don't remember.
Okay. That was all.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Will this be my last time on this planet?
I believe so, yes.
This is my grand finale.
Yes. So you are...
That makes me very happy.
Yes, spreading out, sharing your love before you leave, yes.
Okay, thank you. That makes me so happy.
Yes. So yes, it would be a little bit tough, but it is all for good reason.
Okay. That puts a huge smile. I wish you could see my face right now. So, thank you. Thank you. Much love.
See, how's the energetic level of the human body doing?
Probably best if I leave. If there's no more questions, I probably should leave. He's had enough.
Thank you, Z.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Thank
C.
you so much for coming through. Much love to you. Blessings.
Bye, Z. I love you.
Thank you.
Greetings.
Welcome back.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah? Tired.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ivan.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks,
thank
Ivan.
you.
Appreciate it, dude.
Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
Much love to you.
Much love. Shani, do you want to do a blessing? That's okay.
Yeah, of course. Yana wana ian yan suto no wanata watana ana akawako suto ianata watasana wata e kakakoto mata watishi sutuna tataka kwa wamana tia ya wako asha lana noa wa ya katana alakatukia sututu anoto wa e baba kakoto shikakakoto mana si asha kwa kato nyata wamana e ama kisha wakakakoko tukutuluntunanya tuna wasala na wata talalo ya kawasha shana wahe tosana waha e alako ya toasha ya tasika kakako tato soto ya nato wapanaka ake ya na washanata wapakakato e na ya salala wa ya tawa ya no Inyashia soto no no wa manatea ko wa papakoto kakaketo siata wa papaka ya shawaman eatawa sato apapatoka matata anakawa manda ye akasha ya kana halawa hiato sinyato.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Shani. That was beautiful.
You're all freaking awesome. I love you all.
Thank you. Love you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank
night.
you, guys.